Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is William Hindman. I'm your host, and this is just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job, or they don't. Hey, guys, this one here is about how the Blue Brotherhood covers up for each other. A sheriff from another state, another district, leaves his handgun in a bathroom, a Wendy's bathroom. A teenager at 15 years old finds a gun, and it bewilders me why he pulled the trigger, but he actually pulled the trigger. Luckily, he did not hit anybody, but the firearm went off. And the Georgia police officers did nothing about it because they're covering for the brother in blue. And it's just, you talk about a travesty. Guys, check this out. This comes to us from Lackluster. Go over to Lackluster. Tell him I sent you guys over there. Hit his subscribe. Hit his like and share, and give him a thumbs up on the video. It's insane how you can leave your firearm in a public bathroom. A teenager finds it, sets it off, and nothing happens to you. And we as a public wouldn't be in jail now? Really? Or at least have our firearms seized? Yeah, no, absolutely not. Guys, subscribe if you would, please. Hit the like and share. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. I can only do it with your guys' help. We're only 20 away. Help me out if you can. Also, hit the like and share button. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Leave me a comment because I love reading them. Okay, so let's get on with the video, guys. Like I said, go over to Lackluster. Tell them I sent you guys over there. Here we go.
I had 3 kids in this place when a gun went off.
Did it only go off one time?
Went to the restroom, left the pistol in there. Gentleman, probably in his early 20s, came in there and picked it up. I'm the sheriff of Grayson County.
Pick the gun up and shoot it.
I don't know what went through my mind. I just hit the trigger.
Can I get the serial number and the make off the firearm real quick?
Yeah.
Let's just do it in the taco. That's fine.
You gonna file any charge on me?
I'm not.
That ain't reckless. I don't know what is.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. June 7th, 2025. The Covington Police Department in Georgia receive a 911 call for shots fired inside a Wendy's fast food restaurant. Within seconds, dispatchers send the world to the scene.
All units 10-3 traffic, all units on PD 10-3 traffic.
So that means like no radio traffic right now, 10-3, because he's on scene and somebody's with a gun that already fired at somebody, I guess, or shot at somebody, I don't know.
Radio, is anybody good?
Yeah, after my first ride along, I learned to keep my music down a little bit more.
53 radios. Anybody hit on that signal 41 at Wendy's?
As officers poured into the area, witnesses on scene continued to call 911, providing more information.
Maria, you needed some reference to Wendy's. We just got a call from another caller. I did speak to the police officer that's on location. He's with Grayson. He's possibly off duty. He advised that he left his 1032 in the bathroom, something about his grandson, and it accidentally discharged. Everyone is signal 20. No one was shot. 10-4, thank you, radio.
Nobody's shot, everybody's good. Man, get the fuck out of the way.
Now, I will say, if you noticed, as long as when the officer going there found out that things had calmed down, they didn't actually have a viable shooter right now, he actually turned off his sirens and slowed down. It pissed him off because somebody got in his way, but, you know, at least he had enough common sense to, you know, to decelerate the system and to try to alleviate the problem.
God damn.
Units arrive on scene and are greeted out front of the establishment by Sheriff Tony Benny. It begins with Sheriff Benny handing the officer a certificate of fact from the Secretary of State's office in Texas, nearly 1,200 miles away.
Embarrassingly enough,
And who's the guy that picked up the gun?
a young gentleman in here, sitting in here. It was mine.
So basically, he had his gun in the bathroom, left out, and somebody else picked up the gun. And
Your grandson, is that what it was?
Yeah, it wasn't my grandson that picked it up. This is a gentleman in here. He's not hurt.
And my question is, you have a sheriff who's supposed to be a lawman from a different state, and these clowns are just backing the blue because the guy's a sheriff. Are you out of your mind? You left your gun in a public bathroom, and a kid found it, and nothing's going to happen to you? God, give me a break.
What's going on?
I went in the restroom, left the pistol in there, and a young man came in, a gentleman, probably in his early 20s, came in there and picked it up. It discharged. So, yeah, he's fine.
What agency?
I'm with Grayson County Sheriff. I'm the sheriff of Grayson County.
Has he got the pistol?
I do. It's in my right here. Yeah.
Where's the young man at?
He's in here.
Yes, that's correct. Sheriff Tony Benny used the bathroom and left an unsecured, loaded, and chambered firearm in the stall. The sheriff claims the man that found it was around 20 years old, but he was about 5 years off.
This gentleman right here in the bush here.
How old are
This
you?
one right here.
Or one of y'all dad?
Yes.
Dad? Okay. What happened? If you don't mind, give me a second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
What happened?
I saw the gun aimed there.
You what?
I saw the gun, like,
You saw the gun, okay.
you know where the paper's at? Mm-hmm. You know, and it was like on top of it. I saw it. I was just like, when I first saw it, I was like, I was shocked. I didn't expect to see that.
And this is a 15-year-old that's never been around firearms. Folks, that's why it's so important to take your kids to a fire range and have them understand how to handle a gun. Luckily, and I mean luckily, thank God, nobody was hit. And especially the young man. You know, you're in a bathroom. You're around tile and other concrete. That bullet could have ricocheted and hit him. You know, luckily, nobody got hurt. But that's not the point. The point is, you have a 15-year-old that found a gun that was left by a sheriff, and nothing's going to happen to the sheriff. It's incredible.
I picked it up. Had to make sure if it was loaded. I don't know what went through my mind. I just hit the trigger. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Sergeant Moore looks for where the projectile impacted in the bathroom. After finding that it had only dented the handrail, he returns to speak with the boy who found it.
Take the gun up and shoot it?
I was looking at it.
What's to pull the trigger on a gun that you just pick up randomly inside of a restaurant?
Okay, the 27 out of Bill,
You ever shot a gun before?
Texas. Comes back
Pick
to
up a
a
random
William,
gun and pull the
Denny
trigger inside of
Williams,
a public building?
Anthony, Denny Williams. It's valid. Negative.
It's still going really bad. Yeah.
That's an understatement. Could have turned out really bad? Yeah. The kid could have shot himself or someone else. And you guys are...
You ever see a gun, leave it. Call us. Let us deal with it. I'm sure your dad can tell you the same thing.
I tell him, if you see it, why you not told me? I leave it on the table. Why you not come? I tell him they're ready and
This could have gone really, really bad.
Meanwhile, outside, more officers continue to arrive as patrons vent their frustrations.
I had 3 kids in this place when a gun went off in a bathroom.
Did it only go off one time?
Yes, and there was a child in there with him, a teenager.
Okay. Let me just park one moment for me, okay? I'll get you.
I need to leave this place.
Do you need to speak to my sergeant or are you okay?
Probably. I just want to make sure this man loses his.
One moment. I'm moving over. I'll get the sergeant for you. That ain't right.
And that's a good question. Why didn't the sheriff lose his permit to carry a gun? Talk about being above the law. Incredible.
I don't know what it is.
What did you hear?
So, I was working, and then one of our crew came in, and she was like, yeah, somebody got a gun. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, somebody got a gun? And I see everybody ducking, so I'm thinking there's actually a gun. She said that she heard a gunshot, a loud bang. So I'm like, there's a gun in the bathroom. So that's all I knew. But I wasn't going to check it.
Who was that employee?
She.
Okay, so she said that, hey, somebody's got a gun.
Somebody got a gun.
She heard a loud bang. And everybody was ducking behind the counter. And then who called 911?
I did.
Okay.
Kids deal with this at school. They have to deal with it going to get food at Wendy's.
Do you want to leave and I'll take your number for him to call you?
Yes.
Okay.
I called 911 also.
And what's your name?
My name
Radio
is.
unit at Wendy's, 3120.
All right. Love you. Bye.
What was the name?
There was a kid in the bathroom with him when that gun went off.
I'm sorry.
Wicked 1039
He's
traffic.
Hispanic and had
There's
like fuzzy
73
hair.
at Wendy's.
I hope
Wicked
that he
1039
talks to somebody because he was in the fucking bathroom when that happened.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go in right now and
I'm going to go through drive-through and get my drinks and fucking get out of here.
I understand. I'm going to pass the information on to my sergeant, okay?
After the supervisors speak to the 15-year-old about his decision to pick up the gun, they turn their attention to the sheriff. But instead of warning and lecturing him about his reckless conduct, it's all handshakes for the brother in blue.
Okay, I mean, man, y'all do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we're just gonna write it up. I thank God that nothing else
I
happened.
apologize. Jeez, I'm sorry.
What part of Texas is Grayson County?
We're north central Texas, due north of Dallas. There's a young mom out there, Matter the Hornet, and she has every right to be. So.
Is that her sitting on the side over there? Yeah, I'll go talk to her.
Where y'all traveling to?
Back home, we coming from South Carolina, so we went to Charleston.
How big's your department?
Huh?
How big's your department?
About 200.
200?
Well, about 45 sworn. 200 jailers, 100 jailers and civilian staff.
Yeah, hired.
Huh?
I took her information to make sure they talk to you.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said. He said there's a mom over there mad at the Hornet. So he said, which the guy that gun it was, he said there's a mom over there mad at the Hornet. He goes, she's got every right to be. So I think that's what. But where'd she go?
What you looking for?
The lady.
She just I took her information. I didn't want to come grab you.
Oh, that's fine.
But she's in drive-through now getting her drink. She said she just didn't want to go back inside.
Okay.
What happened?
It's actually a sheriff out of Texas. He was using the bathroom and took his sidearm off and laid it on the toilet paper and walked out. And as he went back to get it, the 15-year-old found it. And he said, 15-year-old's like, I don't know what possessed me. I was messing with it. And he goes, I guess pulled the trigger. So kind of lit into him a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, exactly. Even his dad.
Yeah, you lit into the 15-year-old, and all you do is give a handshake to the sheriff that left his gun in a public bathroom. Incredible.
Dad was like, I told him, you see a gun, come get me.
But this pack has to be better.
Dude, I just told them, I said, I'm about to handle that.
I took off to the one on 278.
Oh, me and Stan were inside. Yeah, I'm about to call dispatch. Like, if she can't keep up, get her off the radio.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I'll start right there at the middle and say, which way do I go? Which way do I go?
Yeah. It's like,
I bet he feels like
oh yeah, 100%.
The 15-year-old who found the loaded gun and fired it in the bathroom got a stern talking to from the officers. Meanwhile, the sheriff, the one who actually left his service weapon unattended in a public restroom, wasn't even scolded. No charges, no accountability, not even a "be more careful next time." Instead, we get a half-hearted shrug and the comment, "I bet he feels like shit."
I bet he feels like. Oh yeah, 100%.
Maybe that's enough when you wear blue. Fellowship over felony. Even though under Georgia law, what Sheriff Benny did clearly meets the definition of reckless conduct, endangering others with his negligence. The officers run the sheriff's firearm. However, when Sergeant Moore asks Officer Salina what he thinks of the situation, his initial response has nothing to do with the sheriff leaving a firearm in a public restroom. Instead, he aims guilt at the untrained teenager that found it.
Is your firearm secure? Okay, I got you. Where's your car at?
It's over here.
Okay.
Wife's in that red Tahoe right here.
Okay. Can I get the serial number and the make off of the firearm real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Let's just do it in the Tahoe. That's fine.
Yeah, fine with me.
Hey, 52. What you think about this?
Kid definitely is guilty. I think he's scared beyond all help there, based on what he saw. But what I'm getting at is that
My biggest concern is him leaving that gun inside that stall. But if he didn't leave the gun inside the stall, this shit would have never happened.
I think definitely reckless for him to leave the firearm in there. Hey, William.
Yeah.
So, just out of curiosity, the firearm when you took it off in the bathroom off your hip, did you just set it aside?
No, it was in my holster.
Okay.
It was in the holster, yeah.
Okay. And so you never took it off your hip at all?
Do what now?
The firearm, did you take it off your
I
hip?
took the holster off my hip, yes.
Okay, I got you. All right. And then just brain farted and left it in there?
Yeah, my grandson was in there, kind of raising Cain. They're tired. Okay. We're traveling.
Gotcha.
And I was focused on him and not my business.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. Let me get your case number real quick.
We're gonna pass this up to CID or?
I don't think so. I'll call him.
I laid right there in that car.
What violation we're at?
I can see reckless conduct on you for leaving that gun in
I don't think it'll qualify.
Well, you don't think it'll qualify because it goes against one of your boys in blue. What a screw up.
Sorry?
You gonna be a charge file?
I'm not sorry, what do you mean by that?
You gonna file a charge on me?
I'm not. Let me talk to my sergeant real quick.
Okay.
And find out what's going on.
Okay.
Since he's kind of in charge of the scene here real quick.
Okay. Yeah, y'all just, man, y'all let me know.
All right, give me a second.
Eventually, the officers get a hold of their lieutenant.
So, Sarge, did he tell you that he was in the bathroom with his grandson in the bathroom and he was...
Hey, hang on just a second. Sorry.
He was raised in the kid, kid's raised in the scene, but he got so flustered and taking care of his kid that he left.
Hey,
just if you don't mind, just hang on to the sidewalk.
442. A sheriff out of Texas, like the sheriff in the county of Texas, was in the bathroom dealing with a grandkid, I guess it is. And grandkid started pitching a fit, blah, blah, blah. So he basically got flustered, walked out, left his firearm sitting there. Before he got back to the car, realized it was gone, and got back in the restroom, a 15-year-old found the gun, picked it up, was messing with the gun, and the gun went off. Yeah. Nobody's hit. Just minor property damage. I think it only hit the handrail in the bathroom, correct? That's all we saw?
Yep.
Yeah.
The stall.
Yeah.
By the toilet. The handicap rail.
Yeah, like the handicap rail and the stall is the only thing he hit. But there's a citizen here that's freaking hot. And Stan talked to her. I'm about to go try to talk to her, but we wanted to call you since it has to do with the actual sheriff.
What's he saying?
Basically what I told you. He said he was in the bathroom with a kid, and I don't know how old the kid is. He's little. he was using the bathroom. The kid was showing out basically, and he got super flustered and basically quit using the bathroom. Got up, grabbed the kid, walked out, and forgot his firearm in the bathroom. Which, I mean, is something that happens, unfortunately, with, like, the gun got fired inside a building.
Alright, like, think through it backwards. If it was, I mean, we could charge somebody with reckless conduct, I guess. For leaving that. But it's like, even like your intent is like slim, and then even if you were to say, well, you contributed like to a minor, it's like, well, he didn't supposed to know that a minor was supposed to come. You know, like we don't have laws in Georgia that say like if you leave a firearm in your vehicle it's stolen, you get charged. So it's like there's really nothing. I mean, thankfully, like nobody got hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like. But what's the hot citizen mad about?
They were inside the restaurant.
She had three kids in there. He should have been more responsible with his gun, being a police officer.
Can you hear Stan?
Yeah. Okay. Man, I totally agree with what they're saying. Like they're not wrong. But and like again, we can say thank God that
nobody was.
Then also like. And you're right, the 15-year-old wouldn't have done that without that gun being there, but like...
Also, the 15-year-old did something stupid.
Yeah, they shouldn't start playing with a gun.
Oh, even his dad jumped down his throat. His dad was like, you should have come and gotten me.
Like, thankfully nobody got hurt, but I'm just thinking through, like... And we're not trying... I'm thinking through, like, who cares if he's a sheriff? He needs citizen. Like, what are we going to jam somebody up on? And, like... They had no intent to do that. Now, negligent crimes, like, you don't have to have intent, but still, like, what are we...
I mean, even reckless conduct, it says a person who causes bodily harm or endangers bodily safety of another person by consciously disregarding.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't consciously do it.
Yeah, and if y'all want me to, I'll call Randy and get him to, like, this is a sheriff.
Hey, I would, you know, I mean, I'm good with calling you. If you want to call Randy just to verify it, like, we just didn't want Chief to get blindsided on Monday and basically me and Stan be the downfall of this. Because that's all, I was going to have Selena write it up. That's all I was going to do. Write it up to CYA. And so, but we decided to go ahead and call y'all just to make sure y'all didn't want to do anything else with it. If you want to call Randy and get Randy to give the final no-go, then I'm good with that too. That actually makes it even better.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking, like, okay, we were to become a clean paper room. I mean, obviously it is gun gets discharged on Wendy's back. I mean, honestly,
it's hitting the paper, I promise.
The Atlanta news will probably pick it up.
Yeah. Especially with it being a sheriff.
So it's just more of a COS. Let me call Randy real quick.
All right, call me back.
And then I would just get like really good statements from the store. Okay? Try to get like, and see if there's some video, you know, maybe that we can get access to. If not now, but Monday. But just so we can so we did a complete investigation. And, you know, that kind of thing. Get a good statement from that 15-year-old, maybe his dad, the witnesses in the bathroom, all that stuff.
All right, sounds good.
Let me call Randy.
The lieutenant suggests they gather statements and ask around if there is any video of the incident, not in the interest of justice, but to cover their asses in the event the case found its way to the media.
Let's make sure we get. Is the kid still here?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure we get a good. I mean, it can be audio. We already talked to the sheriff. He's on his lap. I'm gonna go try to talk to Mom real quick. Is she still here?
Yeah, that's over.
I'm coming up right over there, okay?
I've got kids in the car ready to go. I've been here longer than the dumbass who shot the gun, probably. Well, he's not handcuffed, and I find that to be a whole life.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, look, here's the deal.
He left a gun unattended.
You're right. Okay.
If that was me as a civilian, where would I be right now if I was
Nowhere. That's what I'm about to tell you.
That's bullshit.
No,
You
it's
can't
not.
tell me that.
No, ma'am, it's not.
So if I went into a bathroom and
listen.
my firearm was discharged, I wouldn't go to jail?
Listen, there's a law called reckless conduct, which is what me, the other Sergeant Moore, a lieutenant with our investigations, and even they're calling the district attorney himself right now just to make sure. Okay? But there's a law called reckless conduct. You have to consciously...
If he had been black.
Okay, I'm not talking to you anymore. You have a nice day.
If he had been black.
Ma'am, I'm not having this conversation. If you want to have a reasonable conversation, we can have it. If you don't want to have a conversation, you can get in your car and leave.
Don't you love how professional cops are? It's just amazing, isn't it?
Hey, all right. Here's the deal. My reading of our law, which is reckless conduct, is what it would fall under. My reading of it is you have to consciously put somebody by basically ignorance and consciously do something stupid.
Yes, sir.
So that's my reading of it, but I've called our lieutenant with investigations. He's going to call the district attorney just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
and that's what I'm explaining to a citizen over there who is pretty furious that everything happened. And I try. Oh no, 100%. I agree. You know, it's thank God nothing was happened, but that's what the holdup is now. We're waiting on.
Sir, I understand.
Soon as my lieutenant from our investigations calls me back and lets me know what the district attorney says, we'll handle it from there. Okay?
I'm sorry to put y'all through this.
I get it. What you need? Yeah. Huh?
You know, the incompetence is just incredible. How they will stick together to cover each other's ass when just the normal brain function of a human being is going to tell you how wrong this is.
Not a blank one. I got one with my name on it. I'll give it to her.
I would rather it not be you. You weren't in there with 3 children, one of them not being your own.
No, ma'am, I understand that.
While you have 3 children in a building.
Ma'am, I understand that. I get it.
No, you're being
Ma'am, where I stopped wanting to have this conversation is where you brought race and genderism into this, because the law doesn't discriminate on that. So that's why I said if you want to have.
Wasn't a police officer and.
No, ma'am, we're running this literally to the top criminal justice person.
So.
That's what I was trying to explain to you.
I hope so.
We are literally running this to the district attorney.
I'm going to drive around this building and make sure I take a picture of that man before I leave.
That's fine. We've already thought it's going to be everywhere. So
because this is insane.
So
that he is not.
But you can, and I'll give you the code section.
If it had been my gun, if it had been his gun.
No, ma'am.
If it had been his gun.
Yeah. No, ma'am. So
here you go. You can send me you can type up your statement and email that to me.
I will.
Put a good contact number there.
I will. She got all of my info too.
Okay.
Yeah, the female officer that I first spoke to, she has my phone number and everything. I was the one that called 911, so I am on that.
Okay.
I was the one that yelled, "Get out!"
Okay. Well, we're going to do our thorough investigation on it, I promise.
Hiding back here, hoping. I mean, my children have been through enough with having friends killed out of school and, things like that. So.
How long you been sheriff?
I've been the sheriff since January. I was chief deputy for 8.5 years. Before that, I was with the state police.
Okay.
I was a highway patrolman for 9, a Texas Ranger for 21.
Yeah, according to Georgia, right? It says the word is conscious, right? But it's not. You weren't negligent about it.
Right.
Wait, what?
It was accidental. So.
How's it accidental? You should never have taken it off your body. You clip it on your shirt. Oh, God. Really? This is what we deal with. 15 IQs, I tell you what.
It needs to be thought out very, very carefully. Because, again, it wasn't negligent.
Yeah, it was negligent. It most certainly was negligent. You have a firearm. You are the one responsible for that firearm. You left it behind in a bathroom, and a teenager found it. How would you feel if the teenager had shot himself?
He got long with basically we're gonna. So he called the DA, and we actually got an interim chief of police right now, so he called him too. He explained the whole story to the DA without even mentioning your career. And DA was like, "No, we're good." And he goes, "Okay, well, here's the picture. The guy's actually sheriff, Texas." And he's like, "Okay." So what he kind of got long-winded about was, one, we're fine, but this is the Atlanta media. We are probably going to start getting phone calls in the next hour. So we're not going to put you on blast, but we're going to be forthcoming. And he said, if you want to talk, because he's also our PIO, he's like, if you want to talk to him or talk to him, you can do that, and I'll give you his number. But also, I would be expecting the Atlanta media to start calling yours, because our chief 10 years ago got his gun stolen, and they ran with it for 2 days. Okay. So just to give you a heads up on that, you want his number so you can call him? Yeah, I'll give it to you. I don't have my phone. That's fine. I'll put it in the back of my phone. So he's like, hey, you might want to give him a heads up. Like, and we're going to, our chief's already said, like, we're going to turn this into kind of a gun safety thing. And, you know, I'm sure if Dallas gets a hold of it, y'all can do the same thing. But, give me just one more thing.
In the end, it was all handshakes and hand waves.
If you need anything else, give us a call. Okay? I apologize. Thank y'all again. All right. Thank you. You got everything you need, right? Got it. All right. Let's write it up. Professional report. We contacted CID. We also, CID contacted the district attorney's office, and we're all in agreement with no charges. Should be fine. All right? All right?
While courts may use different terms depending on the jurisdiction, gross negligence, wanton misconduct, or reckless endangerment, they're often describing the same core concept. A person knew the risk, understood the potential for harm, and chose to ignore it. That level of disregard goes beyond mere negligence. It's not a mistake or an oversight. It's a conscious decision to disregard a known danger. When the officers refer to conscious negligence, the phrase doesn't hold up legally or logically. Take, for example, the statutory language. A person who endangers the bodily safety of another person by consciously disregarding a substantial and unjustifiable risk that his act will endanger the safety of the other person, and the disregard constitutes a gross deviation from the standard of care which a reasonable person would exercise in the situation. In this case, the conscious disregard was the sheriff's decision to remove a loaded firearm and separate it from its owner in a place accessible to the public. A reasonable person would understand the inherent danger in that act. The risk of harm isn't hypothetical. It was substantial, unjustifiable, and entirely preventable. The sheriff's actions aren't just negligent. It meets the legal standard for reckless conduct. When someone knows better and still does it anyway, that's not an accident. It's a failure of responsibility that the law was written to address. But with the mental gymnastics the officers did for their brother, even if the 15-year-old had accidentally knocked it over, causing the firearm to discharge and kill someone, the sheriff would be free from accountability. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you have a story you'd like to get help with, use my form in the description to submit it.
Okay, guys, so what do you think? Is the sheriff guilty of leaving his firearm in the bathroom for a teenager to find? That's what it boils down to. Remember, always phone the police and your public officials, because you can't trust them to tell the truth. Hey, guys, have a good one, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.